Hey everybody, just wanted to give you an update. Looks like we're going in the water today. First time it's going to float, and first time it's going to see the water since I've started building it. And we're going to actually spend hopefully a couple days on it. So this is more than a float test. This will be the maiden voyage. Turn around and show it to you. Now it's not done. I don't know if it'll ever be done, but we are far enough along. I feel like it needs to go in the water. It is 4th of July in 3 days. So we made a mad dash just to get done what was done or started, and I'm going to take it to the lake. I'll start videoing and recording once I get there. Thank you all. Well, it floats, and like par for course, just pouring the damn rain when we finally got on the boat. Got ready to pull off the dock. I didn't get no video of any of that. What a mess that was. The boat launch was clogged up. Anyway, we're on the river. So, it floats. Definitely sets down a little deeper than I thought it was gonna, but it's still not even probably right at half the tune in the back, or just over half maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
King of the road, trailer for sailoring, man, trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no cigarettes, but trailer for sailoring. Give, don't pay no trailer for sailoring.
Well, howdy everybody. We made it out here on the river. We're up in Beaver Creek right now, here on the Cumberland River, and this is where I've decided to anchor up for the night. There's an old dock from old London Dock that's got washed down through here, and it's tied up right over there. And this is as good a place as any tie up for the night. Annie's got some room to run around. You having fun, ain't you, Annie? And I'll tell you, this is it. This is what it was all for. All the hours of sweat and labor. I built that thing from bottom to top by myself. And this is just for people out there to let you know, even though you're old and you're slow, you can still do it. I mean, I built this thing from one end to the other by myself. I've had a little help from my cousin helped me sheet the steel on it, and my best friend got me started on day one where we started prepping the center tune. But other than that, it's pretty much been all hands on by me, myself and I. But absolutely worth it. What a night. Took me all day to get here, but I got here.
I'm so glad you asked me this question.
This is such a ridiculous story that we tell ourselves because we don't want to know the real story.
Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search American History.
What do you think, Annie? Best life ever?
We promise to be there for you, and we'll never judge.
Well, hello everybody. Me and Annie are on the Cumberland River here, headed towards Burnside. We left Noah's Dock yesterday afternoon about 4 o'clock. Maybe it was 3 I got in the water. And we went up a couple miles up river towards Burnside, and we pulled into Beaver Creek last night, which there'll be video of that and pictures of the spot we stayed in last night. But this morning we're, let's see here, it's about 10 o'clock a.m. and we're headed to Burnside, which when we left there it was looking about 23 nautical miles, and I'm at 16.3 at the moment. So just thought I'd give everybody a little update. Absolutely gorgeous morning out here this morning. Calm and flat as it can be, and I mean, this is just don't get no more peaceful than this. I'm gonna shut up and show y'all. Miss Annie living her best life. Happy 4th of July, y'all. We're cruising along about 5 knots, what she likes. And I'll go ahead and see something else to update you on. I'll come back to it. Thank you all. Well, we're still on our way to Burnside, and it's really amazing down here at how very few private docks there is, because of obviously the terrain makes it very inaccessible. But there's a few down through here. Miss Annie, living her best life, ain't you, baby? Yeah, look at you. Aww. Well, good morning, everybody. Just wanted to give a little update here. Well, we made a 2-day trip from Nose Dock, which is about as close to the Cumberland Falls as you can get on the Cumberland River, is where I put in at. And we made it all the way to Burnside. Pretty much eventful, eventless anyway, however you want to say it. Had one little issue, is that I must not have tightened up this nut, lock nut real good on the shifting linkage. Here, I'll give you a little look what I'm talking about. Right there is that little lock nut, and that's where you thread in, and that's what moves up and down to shift it in forward and reverse. Well, I stopped in the middle of the river for a minute just to relieve myself, and went to go to leave and didn't have forward. It just wouldn't do nothing. Still running just fine. Got to figuring it out, and yep, sure enough, that come apart there. So there I was with the swim ladder down, and got to do my first in-water trial, boat repair. Wasn't too bad. I was able to get it screwed back together and tightened up and got it to shift, and we moved on. Another reason why this was a shakedown cruise. I expected to have issues. Second issue is when I was down in the water there, I thought I heard water leaking into one of the tunes. So I was just, I've been in the water for 2 days. I've been keeping a real close eye on the level where it set on the water, which I'm very pleased at how it sets. It could be a little more forward and maybe a little more to the port, but we'll work on that. There's stuff to be added yet. It sets well. What I thought I heard, I don't know, but wound up pulling it out of the water yesterday. Got to Burnside and just decided to go ahead and go get the truck and trailer, load it up, and glad I did. Once I went and got the truck and trailer to pull it out of the water, I started the thing up, and boy, she started running real rough. And it was like it was only running on 2 cylinders or something. And I thought, well, that's odd. It's been running just beautiful all the way here. Just cleaned the carbs, did everything. And I don't know if any of you have all experienced this or not, but you have to be careful about the gas lines you purchase. I bought what I thought was really good gas line off of Amazon. And the first couple times that I unhooked it and hooked it from the motor, I noticed a really kind of a fuel looked kind of ugly, you know, and it come out real brown looking. And so then I thought, well, you know, but you take the end off and squeeze the primer bulb a couple times and fuel come right out beautiful clean, just look like regular gasoline. So I thought, well, that is nothing to it. And so I ran it like that. Well, lo and behold, that fuel line and fuel bulb that I bought was actually being, I guess you call it being dissolved, or it just turns it into mush. I mean, the fuel bulb actually sucked itself shut because it was so, I just call it limber. You know, I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, I'll show you what I got here. So here's the fuel line and fuel bulb. Let's get here. There we go. And it says right on it, fuel line, you know, 300 psi. And I bought it off Amazon because I didn't like the stuff that came with the tanks, which is this little line here, which is what I'm going to use right now. It seems to hold up. I think it's the ethanol in them that tears this stuff down. If any of you all had experience with this, let me know. But and this gray stuff, I don't know if any of you guys used it, but it is just as bad. See, there is an inner liner in these gray lines, and that's supposed to be fuel resistant. Well, ethanol eats that, and it will actually slowly deteriorate it to the point where it just falls apart and dissolves, and it will clog up everything. Trust me, it's from experience. I've seen that. So I guess important note here is spend the money on good fuel line. I'm going to research this a little more. I guess for now, we're going to use this line that came with the tanks. I'm going to shorten that one up, obviously. On a good note, I didn't have any leaks. When I pulled out of the water, I checked all the tunes, and everything was dry. Perfect. I was like tickled to death. All right, well, what I got to thinking about was when I put the swim ladder down, maybe it was water up in there making noise going into the swim ladder, and it sounded like it. I don't know. But either way, I'm tickled that the pontoons are dry. And it was a good maiden voyage, and we're going to get this situation fixed, and I'm going back to Burnside to finish the voyage and go watch fireworks for the 4th of July at Lee's Ford. So, morning y'all. Forest Tramper here, Green Pearl. Just thought I'd give you all a little update. We tried to come to the river yesterday and finish up where we left off, but struggles continued. It's just one of them deals. You don't know when it's going to be a struggle and when it's not. You just got to get up and face the day. Yesterday I struggled with this thing, got it in the water, and it didn't want to running real bad, and which really didn't make any sense to me because it ran great all the way from nose dock all the way to Burnside, never missed a beat. Parked it there for 2 hours, went to get the trailer. When I come back, it started running really bad and barely made it to the trailer, and then it wouldn't run at all. Long story short, I think that fuel line that I was telling you about, the one I bought, was disintegrating so bad that it actually put garbage up into the carburetors. Anyway, got rid of all that, cleaned the carburetors out again last night, and everything seems to be running just fine. In between all that, as I was getting ready to go back home yesterday after I figured out it wouldn't run, blew a tire on the trailer. You know, it's just one of them days. There's just nothing went right, and you have days like that, and you just got to learn to be humble and not let it get you upset. Being upset and mad does nothing but cause anguish and pain in your life, And you know, life's too short for that. I don't. I try to just, you know, take every day with a grain of salt. And you know, if it's going to be one of them days, you just put your head down and you get through it. So, anyways, here's to a better day. Today's July 5th, and we're going to go watch the fireworks show tonight. I'll show you some more videos and stuff once they get closer, or pictures. Well, we're entering Fishing Creek now. This will take us all the way up to Lee's Ford, about another 7 miles, maybe 8. So far so good. It's been a beautiful morning, nice and flat. Got to get out here before all the boaters get out of bed. $7 miles an hour. You know what the best part is? I've got shade. I've got shade. Doesn't matter where I park. I got shade. Haha! This is my view. Tied up some old abandoned docks right down behind the island there, behind Lee's Ford Marina. And just on the other side of these is where they light fireworks off. So I've got the ultimate spot, I think, all to myself. Got some catfish lines in the water, and we're going to see what happens here, boys. Happy 4th of July. And this is my view for the 4th of July. And right over yonder, right on the other side of that building, out there about 250 yards, they'll be lighting off fireworks. So I'll sit right here and watch the best fireworks show. Did it last year, it's fantastic. This building right here, this old set of docks wasn't here last year, so that's even better yet. Now they got a place to stick our catfish lines. Couldn't ask for anything better. You couldn't rent this if you wanted it. There's where the tornado tore that hillside up. Look at that. Can you believe the devastation? Look at that hillside. And I'll come back this other way and you'll see what it used to look like. And that's what it used to look like right there. It just went across that hillside like a big brush hog. And brush hog. Wow. Unbelievable, the power of a tornado. Huh. The sound is amazing. Well, good morning everybody. Today's July 6th. And we made it through the night. I didn't really get to see the big fireworks show where I was tied up. I guess I was a little tucked away, but boy, the sound was amazing. Just listening to it echo around that canyon I was in. But all in all, I would say it was a fairly successful week. got the boat out on the water and got to use it, and you know, figured out a few things. So it's one of them things. It's trial and error. I like it. I really like it. I've really enjoyed myself. I think. I don't know where Annie went, but she's back there underneath the table. That's her favorite place to relax. It must be her safe place. She didn't really like the fireworks last night, but they don't seem to bother her too bad. She don't jump or whine or carry on. She just usually finds me and makes sure I know it's okay. But anyway, it's a beautiful morning here, and I'm headed back from Lee's Ford over to Burnside, where the truck trailer is. That's about another, I don't know, 17-mile journey. All in all, it's a good trip. We had a lot of fun yesterday. Family come out, swam and fished and played. We ate, had a good time. That's what it's all about. So I'm gonna shut up and show you all what I'm seeing this morning. Saw a bald eagle fly through here a little bit ago. I didn't quite get the camera out in time. Love them bald eagles. Well, we'll do a little time lapse and show you guys what I'm doing. Well, if you've made it to this point, thank you for watching my video, and I promise to try to do a little better job on the rest of them or on the next one, and hopefully they get better and better. Please click subscribe and follow for more.